Hello and welcome, I'm your host Elizibar. This is a review of Gods and Gears number 2. Now, the thing about this book, for me, and I wouldn't ordinarily tell you this, but I did not go back and read the previous issue. And in fact, once I flipped this book open and I got a couple pages in, I realized, and this is the weird kind of confession to make, I didn't remember anything about the previous issue. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So to me, this is like issue number 1. So, I didn't like put it down and go reread the first issue or anything. I was just like, screw this. I'm going to forge ahead. And if I don't like it, maybe, or I don't understand it, maybe I'll go reread the first issue at that point. I didn't need to. Issue 2 here, I think, is actually a pretty good issue 1. Now you're like, what do you mean, Elizibar? Well, we start off with this story of these demigods here in like the ancient past. And how they're trying to get away from the endless war and stuff. And check it out. Like, they look like a Saturday morning cartoon. You got this guy with this kind of helmet, that kind of helmet, that kind of helmet, that kind of helmet, He's got like, just kind of like the classic, I'm a bucket. He looks like, I got like a motorcycle racing helmet or a welding helmet or something. He's got like the Centurion, like, ridge thing going on. I'm not quite sure what she's got going on. It's like little bird wings or something. I'm not really sure, but it's cute, whatever it is. And they're like, they use all kinds of different stuff. They all have different weapons, technology, kind of like magic. Like, all that stuff is happening at the same time right here. This is very much a Saturday morning cartoon. And you should probably just make a Saturday morning cartoon out of these characters and their adventures. Even though they're the backstory for this comic book, they're still very intriguing, very cool looking. And, if you had a newsletter, I would like to subscribe. We also meet the villain of the story here. She originates from their story. There she is. And I got to show you this next page. I'm going to kind of fold this over so you don't see too much. But too much of the previous page. I mean, this page is like, I want you to see this whole thing. It's super simple. It's an explosion. It's a sound effect, which looks awesome there. Bad. Oom! And I love the caption. The sirens sang their slaying song. And they blew a whole planet up, man. That was pretty cool. Now, our actual main characters are, gosh, what are their names? Jimmy and Eli. And they're kids. They're just kids, man. He likes racing. He likes racing. They like different kinds of racing because he races cars and stuff, and it's super awesome. Which is like the one thing I remember from the previous issue. Because that's kind of how he fell through the portal or whatever. And like his people, they're like into hot air balloons. And they look cool. Speaking of hot air balloons, look, hot air balloon right there. I'm trying not to show you too much of the book. I really want to show you every page of this. I really want to show you every page of this. But if I did that, you wouldn't need to go buy the book. And I would rather you go spend $1.50 of American dollars and go buy this book, because this is effectively a number 1, in my opinion. I don't remember anything about the story. Oh yeah, the one guy turned all his brothers into apes. So whatever. But we get a lot of stuff of these two characters, and I'm trying to be real careful about what I'm showing, but like, they're dealing with some stuff, and we spend a lot of time with that. So there's a little bit of like actiony stuff going on in here. She looks great, doesn't she? There's a lot of actiony stuff going on in here, but really, this issue is about these kids dealing with these feelings, the loss, time traveling or whatever, like all that kind of crazy stuff. They got to deal with it. And it kind of culminates in this scene. The emotional punch kind of builds up to this, where they're using this magic stuff, and he's relating his story, all the racing with the cars and all that, his parents, and da-da-da-da-da-da. And it's really good. We're getting these like super deep glimpses into them, while we're also, on pages I didn't show you, setting up other parts of the plot line, getting the next stage of the story going, showing the villain, all that kind of stuff. It's a very well put together, very complete comic book. I like the line art. The coloring is kind of weirdly pastel. I think it's okay. It looks really good in the like the flashback sequences, because It's like in the previous issue, the other page I remember is like the full bleed thing where they're like outside the universe. But like this looks really cool with the colors like this. It's so otherworldly and amazing. And I think the coloring really works there. I think it works maybe a little less well in other scenes where things are more normal. Yeah, go check it out, man. This is $1.50. If you haven't read issue 1, then you're just as well off as me because I don't remember issue 1 really. In fact, I think the parts of issue 1 I might be remembering were like printed as a preview and it came out on a Wednesday or something. Like, I'm not entirely sure. I'm remembering issue 1 just from reading issue 1. So take that for what you will. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. I'll see you all next time. You have a great day. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.